Hey guys, and welcome back. I'm Rachel O'Leary, and today we're out in my yard because if you remember correctly, a couple months ago I potted up some dwarf water lotus, and it's the first time I've worked with these plants, and I'm super geeked that the plant is putting out tons of pads and I even have a flower bud. Now, I haven't done a lot of time-lapse work in the past, but I thought it'd be super fun to try and capture a time-lapse of this thing opening using my DJI Osmo Action camera. It's a little camera. I've shown you guys it before. I've used it in some underwater footage, both at the rivers and creeks as well as in my tubs and in my aquariums, and it can be a really easy and fun way to capture images like this. So I had my friend Jack help me set up sort of a MacGyvered setup here, and we've been tracking the progress of the lotus. Let me show you what we did. Now, one of the biggest obstacles to me actually capturing this is I've never bloomed one before, and when you Google, you can't find a good explanation of just how long it takes these flowers to open from the time they send up a spike. So we've decided to set up my little Osmo Action here. We taped it to this piece of wood, which runs from a ladder to another ladder, and those are zip tied. The wood is zip tied to the ladders to make sure it doesn't get any shake. We do get a fair amount of wind here. We created a little sunshade here so that the camera doesn't overheat, and then I ran an extension cord to the charger so that we could keep it running 24/7, as you know, this could be a multi-day process. Now, the actual lotus itself has been growing by leaps and bounds, and you can see all the pads it has and this flower stalk that looks like it should open at any time. I'm reviewing the footage, and I have to tell you guys, I let this run for 3 days fully expecting this lotus to bloom, and it has not. I am kind of in disbelief, and let me show you this footage. You can see that it's grown, and now we have to completely redo the entire setup because the flower stem grew up to just underneath the camera, which means we're going to have to raise things higher and basically start over. But of course, I'm leaving in a couple days, so I don't know. Should I leave the camera running while I'm gone? Should I just call it quits with this? Should I try again in the future? It's a little bit frustrating. I think the footage we have is still pretty cool, but obviously it's not what I wanted to capture for you guys. Let me know down in the comments if you guys are flowering lotus and how long it takes the flower to actually open. So I'm gonna leave this running and hope that we can capture the actual opening of this flower to share it with you guys in a future video. Make sure you're subscribed with that notification bell on so you don't miss that, as well as other future content.